It's been a while.
For sure.
Interesting first half to see a lower division team standing up to a mighty giant. How did you turn things around in the second half?
I thought first half there were a number of challenges. Firstly, how we want to play and the field conditions today. I don't think it gave us the right space on how we want to play. Secondly, I thought we wanted to use the central corridor so much where we're losing the ball. When the option that was better was going wide. Once we started going wide and don't playing wide balls, then we started being the team that we wanted to be. But again, All Stars is not a small team. When you look at the number of players that have tasted Premiership football in their team, highly competitive. I'm just happy that we went into the next round under the conditions.
Coach, I'm looking at the pitch. I'm doing the pitch inspection. There was there were water patches here and there. It made it difficult for some of the players to cope. What did you say to the players looking at how the pitch was?
We want our team. Unfortunately, you cannot change based on the conditions how you want to play. We're not the team that wants to play route one. I think the challenges were there mostly. You could see how many times we lost the ball, uncharacteristic of our team. But I'm just happy that we could recover from that. I thought first half they caught us a few times on break attacks. It was just a low block versus possession. I'm just happy that we could adapt better second half. We could score and move into the next round.
Coach, how important is Lorch going forward? I think you gave him 45 minutes, so his class as well. How important is it going to be towards the end of the season?
Lorch is Lorch. He's an important part of Orlando Pirates. He's a good player. I'm just happy that he had minutes today from a long-term injury. I just hope he grows from what he did today. He will be a great input into the team. There's still tough matches coming along, and I think he will help the team very much.
What's the matter with Marou that he didn't get any minutes today?
The substitutions, unfortunately, are still that number. If there was an opportunity, we could put him, but the game determined that we couldn't use him. We didn't use Kemet, so we didn't use a lot of strikers. We had to consolidate in different areas. I'm hoping that he'll get minutes very soon.
Any update on the injured Musele?
The medical team is still working on him. We don't have an update. I'm sure we'll get an update soon.
What happened to the head coach?
I am not exactly sure. I tried to speak to the officials, but I think their protocol doesn't allow them. But I did not know. I did not see what really happened between him and the officials.
I was watching something in the Bundesliga and I saw match officials being interviewed. Do you think that would that be a great idea if it was to be entertained?
I saw the invention, but first it should be VAR, and then VAR you explain your decision for the spectators to hear. I'm sure it will reduce a bit of conflict and assumptions that we always have about referee's decision, and it will also hold the officials accountable for the decisions they make. But VAR first, and then the next phase, I think it will help our league.
You won the MTN 8 in the first round, and now we have the Nedbank Cup, and also we are chasing, I would say maybe the CAF Champions League spot. How important is for you if you don't get the league, at least you do a double?
Pirates must go back where they belong. Pirates belong to Champions League. Pirates belong to winning cups, winning trophies. That's the challenge that we're trying to overcome. Get back to that. Injuries are not very kind to us, but like all other teams, we're just working on that. Win every game. The consequences of winning games will take us to the right place where we want to go to.
I was looking at, in fact, even some of the colleagues were also talking about that. The first thing, when you look at the team sheet, the bench was scary. When you really look at it, the quality there. Does that quality that we have put you not necessarily under pressure, but push you to do something big?
I think we are a team that is going to grow and be better. When you look at the number of players that are coming back, Lorch coming back, Marou will get an opportunity, Makaula getting an opportunity. You still have Ndao who's coming from an injury, CBC was out with an injury, Maela suspended. I think there's more quality that is still coming through, indicating that Pirates can only be better when we are in full strength. That's all I'm happy about.
What do you make of Makaula, his introduction and his work rate from the training to here?
Makaula is a seasoned campaigner, a good player. We cannot judge him today. His record speaks volumes. He just waits for his opportunity, and he will be a good addition into the team.
Coach, you've been training with Marou now, I think, close to 2 weeks now. What can you tell us about him?
What I always say, not him. If the language is different from ours, it becomes the adaptation that we must overcome. But he's doing well. You can see he's a top player. He just have to adapt on how we play. I'm hoping the adaptation will be soon. I hoped and I wished he could have had a chance today, but maybe he'll have chances in the next coming games.
And what type of a striker is he?
You can play as a leading striker. You can play 2 strikers on top. You can play on the side when you're playing 4-3-3. He's very versatile. Let's see how he adapts into the South African game, and we are hoping the best out of him.
There's already comparison, the anticipation rather, after Chiefs introduced Saile, and now there's a lot of pressure from the street that goes straight to Parktown when it comes to him.
No, the pressure comes from you guys. We don't have. We're just working at our own pace. We're doing our adaptation in our own way, and we cannot compare the two. I think the other guy was playing in Zambia. And Zambia speaking English, the league is different. He's coming from a French-speaking country, away from the conditions are totally different. And I think it will be unfair to compare the two.